Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to look at some of the signs and ways that the narcissist starts to prepare to dump you, starts to prepare to discard you. So one of the first signs you start noticing is that they start devaluing you. So you may find that there's these little comments about you not being good enough, or if you ask them to do something for you, that you may find that they start to put you down or start to say things, well, why don't you do it for yourself? You know, why don't you do it yourself? You're always telling me what to do. You may come home and announce a really special accomplishment that you've made, something that you've achieved in your workplace possibly, and before you know it, you're hearing all about them, what they've done, what they've achieved. They actually just change topic. You now start to go out with family or friends and you start to feel slightly uncomfortable because they're looking at you strangely. That means that the smear campaign has started. They're also preparing to dump you when all of a sudden you're not invited out, possibly on, to certain events or things that you have been to in the past. They're getting ready to discard you when all of a sudden you don't get possibly your nighttime calls or nighttime texts, or they just roll over and go to sleep. They stop talking to you. You may start hearing about the next best person. That's right. They may start really talking well of certain people, usually the opposite sex, to start to get a rise out of you. They're also getting ready to discard you when they will say and do things to deliberately make you angry. There have been times when people have actually deliberately taped the other person, or you may engage in a texting war, and without you even realizing it, they've actually sent those very texts around the place to say how crazy you are. They're getting ready to discard you because you start to see that they're looking at you in such a pathetic way. They start coaching you on the power of positive thinking. That's right. They're telling you that your negativity is what is creating all of your disturbances. They now have become these great coaches. Yeah. And so they start to discard you in small ways. Now, the whole thing is that they're going to discard you. They're going to dump you, but you have to be in a certain position for this to occur. You have to be at your lowest possible point. This is making you either more desperate, or sadly, you may have no energy at all. You may have fallen into more of a lower vibrational energy, more depressive. Sometimes they can, you just think it's the same, Groundhog Day, here we go again, but you don't know that it's coming. That could be when the big announcement comes. They could be off doing something else. They ghost you. It's not unusual. So many people then find out that even just weeks later, they've announced engagements, they're married. So when you start to feel that the narcissist is getting ready to dump or discard you, there's usually these inconsistent signs of attachment. It's a bit of push and pull. Now, what the narcissist can also do during these times, they don't actually want to discard you, but they're trying to keep you at arm's bay. So what can happen is that you then start to withdraw as well, and then they can come back in. So they don't always just dump you completely. Sometimes it's just because they don't really want you around. They still want to have you as their significant other, but they've just created this big divide. So although the dumping stage can occur, it doesn't always mean the exact end, but often it does, and then they can disappear. They've left you down and out, and they think that that's where you're going to stay. So that's why it's really important you keep remembering, you keep listening and watching, and try not to leave yourself in that position for too long, because it doesn't feel good anyway. That's all for now, and take lots of care. Bye.